go near the tree. It took 11 generations of that mice DNA to find the mice that would go to the tree. Now that was deep for me because I'm like, okay, you mean trauma is inherited? You mean low self-esteem is something that's inherited? Uh, you mean, yeah, generational curses are inherited? Yes, absolutely. That's what that was a revelation for me. So I was like, you know what? I need not to be as hard on myself as I think because I'm coming from an era of being first generational college graduate, first generation entrepreneur, first generation, it's a lot of first I'm breaking in my own family. And so I'm like, okay, son, give yourself a little grace. You know what I'm saying? Because you're starting from ground zero. Um, we're starting, a lot of us are starting to where we don't have inheritance. We don't have uh, entrepreneur uh, parents. We don't have all these different things, but it doesn't stop us. We are trailblazers. I'm a trailblazer. So sometimes as that trailblazer, you got to get your motivation from within, or you got to get your motivation from God, because it may not be coming from the outside, it may not be coming from family, because they don't know. They don't see the vision. They don't know the vision. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, it's just you pushing for that dream. So I wanted you all to just be encouraged, because the fact that you're getting up, the fact that you're trying says a lot. You know what I'm saying? It says a lot. You're already 10 steps ahead. 10 steps ahead. And as Black folks, we already have so many things that come against us and form against us in terms of like obstacles. You know what I mean? Building relationships with banks and lenders and trying to get funding for your business, and prejudices, and like we have all these different obstacles. Then we have our own societal issues. So then we all have all this negativity that's spewed out into the world all the time. So I just wanted to come on here and spread a little bit of positivity and encouragement to those that are trying, because just trying is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just trying is a lot. Putting forth effort is a lot. So we got to break them generational curses. And I'm starting with myself. You know what I'm saying? I am starting with being married before I conceive. Um, you know, trying to be an entrepreneur and reach multi-million-dollar status. These are things that I'm the first to do in my family. And I'm okay with wearing that because I wear it as a badge of honor. But I also got to be like, okay, Sonny, give yourself a little grace, because you're doing so much already. You know what I'm saying? You're conquering, you're building, you have assets. I can pass my children down $1 million real estate portfolio, and more to come. So it's just like, I want to give y'all that little bit. So much negativity, like I said, in the world, on this here gram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube. Just want to send out some positive vibes to my viewers, my friends, my family, my supporters. Your prayers for me and Moses don't go unheard. I appreciate them all. I try my best to respond to everything that you guys send me, DM me, whatever the case may be. And just know I'm out here on the grind, baby. I'm out here focused. This time away has just allowed me to just really focus on the future. You know what I'm saying? Focus on my future plans and just getting those things in order, so that these goals can be met. And that is what, like, I'm finding to be a blessing out of all this. Like, because we're moving so fast, so much stuff going on. We got the IVF, we had the show, we had all these, we have our businesses, and so life was just going like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And so now God has given me time to kind of just be still. And I appreciate that, because the blessing in being still is that I'm drawing closer to God. I'm drawing closer to focusing on my goals, aligning my goals, getting things accomplished in that area. So even though, it's not it's not the ideal situation for us to be apart, I can say that I'm grateful for the opportunity to be still. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot happens when you're still. And so it's always a blessing in the lesson. People be like quick to say, I've read some stuff where people are like, oh, it's her karma. No, actually, it's my blessing, because God places trials in your life so that you can learn from them. There's a lesson he wants you to learn. There's something he wants you to get out of that. And the more things that God gives you to get out of situations, the stronger you are. I mean, again, that's if you see the glass half empty or if you see the glass half full. And I'm a half full type of person. I'm going to always get the blessing out the lesson. What others may see as a downfall, I see as a come up. I see as a breakdown to build me up. So, yeah, just keep striving, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I wish you well, because it's so much distractions out here in this world. Such a carnal world that we live in today. Um, Everybody's chasing the bag, and everybody's, want to be this and that or whatever. But the real true meaning of life is not just about what we have, the monetary gains and what we have, but it's really about our understanding of who our creator is. And so being able to balance, because we need money to survive in this world and we want nice things while we're here on this earth, but just the balance of the spiritual with the physical is very important. And this time has allowed me to just start really focusing, refocusing, and drawing back and closer to God, and also just understanding my purpose and just prioritizing things. And so that's where I'm at. I just wanted to give y'all that update. That's where I'm at. I'm in a trying space, just because, like, you know, missing him, and you know, the emotional challenges and the physical challenges and all the things that we've been through in the past several months. But ultimately, I'm in a building space, and I love that, because I love when God takes the opportunity to put his hands on me. I love when God takes the opportunity for me to just get something out of it to make me better, because I know that I'm always going to be better at the end of it. So I love that. I love that God doesn't leave me, even in the most trying times. I really love that. I appreciate that. I'm so grateful at the end of the day. And thank you so much for your blessings and prayers to us. We really appreciate it. Moses is doing well. Um, we talk every day, as many times as we can. And he's doing well. He's just excited for the future, because he understands that there's a lesson for him in this as well. So, um, what I will answer, and I won't wait to the reunion to share, because I don't even know if we address it on the reunion. We probably do. But people are like, Sunny, did you know that there was a possibility of him being in this predicament due to the show and stuff like that? Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm green as hell and naive as hell when it comes to jail stuff, because that's just not um, my lane, or something that I'm very, very diverse in or versed in, because I don't know a lot of people that, or they actively, have like parole and stuff like that. So, you know, it was a lesson for us. It was a lesson for everything for me because I just really didn't know what that system was like. Um, so I really didn't have a clue, or I had a clue that there was some situations, stipulations behind everything, but I didn't know to this extreme. Um, we didn't know. I can say I didn't know that that was an actual possibility that he would end up where he is due to the circumstances. I thought I naively thought that maybe house arrest or something like that. I think that's what we both thought. Um, but he was given permission at some point. But um, his PO situation, his parole officer, was very, 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 very strict. And from what we know, and others that have shared their experience, that that's not always the case. Sometimes they're like cool, quote unquote, in terms of like, you know, motivating you to do stuff, motivating you to explore different opportunities for yourself and so forth. But then there's sometimes when you get them and they're kind of like, they got their foot on your neck, like they don't want you to do anything. Um, and so that's kind of what his situation was, unfortunately. But either which way, it's all good. I just wanted to do a little check in with you guys. And I'll just be checking in periodically with you guys so you guys can kind of see what this journey is like. Absolutely, Mary Sanders. I absolutely tell God that, and I talk to God every day. But I just wanted to like show you guys what it's like a day in my life. Just update you on this situation and just what it's like to be a newlywed, a new wife, um, and experiencing, you know, being away from your husband and being on a reality show and all of that. So yeah. I saw someone just say that um, I ain't gonna even focus on that comment because it really was pertaining to someone on the show talking about me. Ain't y'all tired of that? Like, ain't y'all tired of people talking negatively and just like, I don't know. I guess the drama fuels the show in some way or another. It keeps people watching it. But I ain't gonna lie. For me, it's old and tired already. I couldn't see how people have done so much, so much, so much of the same stuff over and over again. Like, that would drive anybody bonkers to keep arguing about the same stuff every time you around somebody. Like, girl, heal, please, hurry up. Do I need to get the counselor for you or the therapist for you? Because it just don't look good on you, sis. You know, it don't look good on us to be in that space. Like, that's why, like, a lot of times y'all like, oh, y'all, you know, people like, you don't read her enough. I ain't trying to read nobody. Like, I don't care about that. Who's slicker at the mouth? I ain't used to arguing with people. I used to argue with females, so I'm not slick at the mouth like that. I can cuss you the hell out, but I'm trying not to cuss nobody out because that's just not ladylike. And I have a whole family that's watching me, you know, mothers, great aunts, all that, uncles. I don't even finna just be cussing and acting a damn fool because you mad at me. So I just think that it's crazy that I saw a comment and that person is lying on mail. Oh no, they said something about the other girl. I don't think Mel would do that. Just FYI, Mel and I actually communicate outside the show. And so she's like one of the people I respect the most because she literally, you know, I feel like she is being herself um at all times. I'm not saying everyone isn't, but I just feel like I can understand um her stance on a lot of things, because who wants to keep getting teamed up on all the time? You know what I'm saying? It's giving Mean Girls Club. It's giving high school. It's giving grow the hell up. It's giving just because you have an opinion, you don't always have to give one, TV show or not. You know, it's giving grow the hell up, please, and move on. That's what it's giving. I'm telling y'all, that's what the whole situation is giving. Everybody needs to grow the hell up and move the hell on. I mean, I want to know from y'all, would y'all still watch the show if it didn't have as much drama? Or do y'all really like it? Y'all like the drama? Let me know. Like, would you really still watch this show if it was just about the business part and how it started? Or do you like the drama? I need to know. Respond for me. Because I want to see something. I want to see, is it, because the fans, I hear y'all say y'all want it to be the way it was in business, but then at the same time, it's like the drama kind of fuels the show. So just send me yes if you would watch the show if it was just about business, and send me a no if you wouldn't watch it if it didn't have drama. So yes, I will watch it if it was just about business. No, I wouldn't watch it if it didn't have drama. Because I just want to see something. Is it really y'all like the drama? She said, I like the drama, but I watch it without it. Okay, because the drama is entertaining. I get it. I watch it for Mel, now you, not the drama. I hate the Mean Girl stuff. You say, I would watch the show. I love the way the show started off about business. So no, you wouldn't watch it without drama. See? Okay. At least you're being honest. That's the first no I saw. I don't like how they're teaming up on Mel or you or everyone on the show. Okay. I just want to see. Yes, I would, because it's the business. Okay. So we got one no on here. She wouldn't watch it if it didn't have the drama. I'm just trying to see, are we tired of that same narrative of Black folks arguing all the time and turning each other down? Are we tired of that? Oh, okay, you said you mean yes. Y'all ain't tired of that yet? Y'all ain't tired of the I think it's kind of played, in my opinion. Like, I know it fuels. I mean, because I feel like drama gonna happen when you have a group of people, you have a group of women, you have a group of men. There's gonna be some drama. But do y'all feel like the show is based on drama all the way around? Okay, so y'all seem like y'all very tired of it. Yeah, only if it's real drama, not forced drama. I think, see, what happens on the shows is that what happens, you guys, what I think what happens is that what are sometimes seemed as what sometimes can be like small things, because you're on a show, can escalate to big things because you have ego, you have pride. You know what I'm saying? And so those things can blow up a little situation, and now it becomes a bigger situation, and it draws it out. So I think sometimes the real drama that happens, and then it kind of escalates into a bigger situation. And now, yeah, you said in a toxic ghetto way. So let me ask y'all this. Y'all will watch a show. Y'all honestly telling me that y'all will watch a show with no drama, just the natural drama that may happen between a couple disagreeing on business, but that was focused strictly on business. Because something got us to where reality shows started to focus on drama. It has to be the views, guys. If we wasn't liking the drama, the viewership would just go. But I think a lot of it is fueled by the drama. Okay, so y'all would. Like, if y'all saw that clip, y'all saw the clip that they just showed with Destiny and I. So where that was like a moment where I feel like she wasn't as piped up. I don't know if you'll see the whole clip, so I'm gonna just wait till the whole clip is shown because you'll probably see it tomorrow. But people was like, you better than me. I would have read her down. Listen, I'm a grown woman, and honestly, like, I'm not for the arguing and loud neck rolling and loud talking for real, because where I'm from, that only leads to physical altercations. And I don't really do all that because that just ain't my style to be arguing like that to that level with a woman for whatever reason. I just be like, I'm the silent type, to be honest with you, when it comes to like real drama. But I always really try to come to a resolve with people. Like, okay, what do you need to move on? Like, she kept trying to, I think in that moment, she kept trying to get me to admit that we were friends, but we just weren't. Like, I don't have a problem saying, yeah, we were friends, man, and I did my friend wrong, if that was the case. And I've said it from day one, we were just cool. Now, you've heard her say, different things like, oh, we were just cool, we weren't friends. I don't know, it goes back and forth, but my story never changes. And so my thing was, I'm not going to sit here and say you weren't cool. I was cool with everyone on the cast, the crew. That's just my personality. I'm going to be cordial and cool with everybody. Like, I'm not I don't like her type of person. I can talk to the janitor, I can talk to the cook, I can talk to the EP, and I'm going to talk to the showrunner, I'm going to talk to the network the same way. I'm going to always be me. And I am a positive, upbeat, enthusiastic person. So I'm going to have good conversation with you. We're going to have moments. But I just did not consider the girl my damn friend in a matter of 3 to 4 months of working with her. I just didn't. And nobody can get me to say differently. Like, what? I was hired to do a job, and that was the case. So, but I wanted to let her know in that moment, as you see in the clip, that I never tried to do this to hurt her, because I feel like this was something that was portrayed to you all like I stole her man, and stealing something is an intent, a very intentional statement. And this just wasn't the case, so I didn't like that. And even in that moment, you see me calmly explaining, because I can have a conversation even in the face of conflict without screaming and cussing and acting a fool. I can do that. That's called mature communication. It's called healthy communication. I'm on a show, so there's going to be some explaining, because they're going to ask you to explain. If you sat on the show and just sat there quiet over and over in every scene, the producers are going to be like, hey, we need you to talk about this, like you're on a show. So, that's just why. But yeah, I'm not going to keep addressing stuff like I'm not. I've addressed it enough, and you see that we talked about it. Even the first time she and I talked at the Galentine's event, you saw I came in like, hey, calm, just having a conversation. Like, hey, you want to talk? Here's a good time for us to talk. I'm giving you an opportunity to talk. And immediately it was like, jabs. And so, yeah, I responded. And because I'm not going to let you disrespect me I'm not going to let nobody keep disrespecting me and all of that. I don't go for disrespect. Now, that's different. But as far as you loud talking and coming with the jabs and all that, okay, girl, yeah, cool, you can have that. But so I want people to understand that I'm not an over explainer, but I'm on a TV show, so people were prompting me to give my side of the situation. I don't do the loud and stuff, the ghetto loud, and I'm not doing it. You can have it. So that's not my lane. But even in that moment, I hope that you all saw the genuineness that I was like, listen, no matter what you say, I never want my happiness to come off the pain of another woman. I'm not that girl. Y'all both was broke up. That's the reality of the situation. This is your ex. You were not actively with him. So I don't feel sorry for that. So you won't see an apology for that, because I'm not sorry for that. I'm not sorry for meeting my husband. I'm not sorry for falling in love with the man that I choose to be with and have children with. I am not sorry for that. Am I sorry? Or do I feel the way that she may be so hurt or whatever? I don't want to see nobody hurt. Not even my enemies. I pray for them. It ain't that serious for me. You know what I'm saying? I am just not that cruel of a person in reality. And everything that you guys have seen thus far has just been a response. So we'll see what they show on Saturday. Um, we'll see, because I believe we're going back into the girl trip. So what's shown and what's not, and then based off what's shown and what's not, and if there's any gaps that I feel like you all should be privy to that I know we may not address on the that we may or may not address on the reunion, I'll speak about it again, just to give you guys clarity. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't see everything that's happening. We film for hours. You know what I'm saying? We film for hours, and you may see 5 minutes of that hour. You may see 10 minutes of that hour. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like pause, hold, stop, start again type of thing. And so now you're getting the response number 3 on it that you may see on the show, when I done said it already 2 times and my tone might have been different. So, it's TV. My question for you is, what are your thoughts of why producers haven't gotten rid of Martell after he tried to? So I spoke about that a little bit on Queen Sheba's interview, and I honestly got a lot of negative feedback from my response from those people that have to do with the show. Like I had a lot of feedback on my opinion about the Martell situation. I think it's wrong. I think Martell's situation is the revenge for is never okay. And I spoke that on Queen Sheba's interview. I think it's low down. I think it's quite pathetic. And I told him this in his face. Because what you all don't know is I rode with Martell in the same vehicle to the interviews that we did in interviews that we did in LA. I was in the same vehicle with him. So I'm not the quiet type. I approached him about him, and we had a long conversation actually about the whole situation, and I try to hold him accountable, because I feel like a lot of people don't hold him accountable for his shit, and he needs to hear that. I don't feel like he's had that enough in his life. That's why he's in denial for a lot of his wrongdoing. Like some of the shit he said, I will share with y'all. Like I had a conversation with Martell. He literally was like, I tried to be a good husband and all this and that, but it was a year, y'all heard this where he said it was a year-long situation where he was feeling like he was being neglected. And I said, a year? I said, Negro, you signed up for a marriage. What is a year for a lifelong commitment? I was like, so just because things wasn't going good in a year, you felt the need to step out and start oochie coochieing with some chick? Like that wasn't cool. You gave up on your marriage long before she did. And even if she had, because you're going to have rough patches in the marriage. You don't have times where this year ain't a good year. That doesn't make it right to do what you did. So he kept trying to use that as an excuse. But eventually he said, yeah. Eventually he said, yeah, I did it. That wasn't right. I shouldn't have done that. I said, okay, that's what I needed you to hear. I needed to hear you say that wasn't right. You shouldn't have done that. Because it took a while for him to just get to it wasn't right. I shouldn't have done that. It was, she neglected me. She stopped doing this. She stopped doing that. And I was still doing what I needed to do as a man. I said, that's your perception. There's always 2 different sides of it. You felt like you was doing everything you need to do as a man. That doesn't mean you were, child. But it still don't make it right for you to sit there and had, like, I need you to know you messed that up. Yeah, he was given chance after chance to do better. And I feel like He didn't. Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
okay, how are you?
I'm good. I see you. You logged in here. So what you got going on? Did you have anything to say about what I was just talking about with Martell?
Oh, I missed half of it. That's what I didn't know I was going to be live, to be honest.
Oh, you don't have to be. I just saw that you requested, or maybe that was an accident.
Oh, no, I thought I just was trying to join in on your live.
Okay. Well, you have a good
Okay.
day.
Okay, you
Uh,
too.
So no, he didn't. He says like Martell say jokingly like, yeah, I was just talking, with as far as whatever he says on camera, and I'm like, okay. And that's what I said. I was like, because your wife wasn't doing whatever her wifely duties, in your opinion, was in 1 year, you gave up and you just decided to go and poke yourself into somebody else. Like it's not an excuse. And then he said something was very basically in a sense like it's okay for him to do it, but not her. And that's a narcissist. Like in my opinion, like when you think it's okay for you to do, but a lot of men think like that. They think it's okay for them to go out and sleep around with different women, but as soon as they women go out and maybe entertain a man, oh, it's the worst thing possible because he kept saying that she, y'all heard that story time and time again. Uh, with how their relationship went. But anytime I'm just letting y'all know, anytime I see Martell, I always confront him about their marriage. I just do it naturally.
Hey,
Hey,
honey, how you
I'm
doing,
good.
girl?
I'm just
Good.
out here grinding at the truck lot right now. What's going
Well,
on?
I'm on my lunch break, so I said, let me pop in here since you was talking about I don't even know if I want to call him a name on your live, but I really wanted to commend you for even trying to hold him accountable because most of the cats have never done that. So big
Yeah.
ups to you for even trying to do that because he'll go off on you in a minute.
Oh, he know not to do that with me. I think he gets my energy. Like one thing about it is they talk, but I think they know what's really going on. Like they know. And with him, I always do it. I never had the chance to really do it on camera except for when we were in the house scene,
Mm-hmm.
for the house scene, but they cut out a lot of what I said.
Right.
They cut out a lot of the conversation
You wasn't
that I
saying what
had.
they wanted you to say.
No, because I'm like, so while we talking about relationships, let's hold you accountable for your they cut that out. Y'all
Right.
didn't get to see that conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
I hold him accountable in real life off camera. Just because I'm like, man, as the man, you gotta take responsibility, man. At the end of the day, you had a whole baby. Then he keeps saying it wasn't why they was married. That was the one thing he said. I said, you had a baby on your wife. He's like, no, I didn't. It wasn't why we was married. And um
He did.
my hairstylist and my stylist was in the car with us, so I'll have them on live eventually. They'll recant the conversation because the
Mm-hmm.
conversation got a little heated, honestly, because we was coming to him and he got, you know how he get to talking loud and
Mm-hmm.
fast. He was very frustrated, but I feel like anytime I'm in his space, I'm gonna say something to him about it. That's
Right.
just what it is. And had I been on this show and not a producer a long time ago, I would have definitely made it be known on camera.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is how I feel about that. You wrong, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what he needs to hear instead of all this coddling, which I feel like the cast has coddled him this whole time. They should have been in his ass the way they was on my ass
Mm-hmm.
all season.
Well,
He
I talked about that this morning because I went back this morning while I was getting dressed.
uh-huh.
I actually rewatched the clip between Stormy and Carlos with his whatever that thing is called over the reality with the king.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a clip that they showed where you were talking to Nell, and I felt like Nell was very off, offsetting with you, and she was like, okay. Like she was giving you like these half-ass answers, like she wasn't believing what you said, and then went over there to Stormy and was saying that you spoke to her about saying that Destiny did the podcast and she was being vengeful, and they both was over there like, oh, she wasn't being vengeful. I don't think she's vengeful. That's the same. Uh oh.
they're being biased because it's their friend, but telling somebody that
Mhm.
me and my husband are cousins and that we're basically have an incest marriage,
Wow.
that's not vengeful. That's not a
Wow.
lie, a
Very
blatant
vengeful.
lie. Like
Hmm.
that is not slandering your character. So they're the whole time they're really biased with this whole situation. And I thought, that they would be a little bit more, I don't know why. I thought they were more logical than
Mm-mm.
biased. I
These
am
ladies are
definitely
logical.
logical. Like my friends will come to me and complain. Like I'll give you an example. My friend was dealing with a guy, had a baby mama, and they were having some issues, and the child was young. And I'm like, listen, that lady have a right to feel away. That's her
Hmm.
baby daddy. That's her first child. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just agree with you because you're my friend and it makes sense. No, that's hurtful and whatever. And I've said time and time again with my situation, I can understand why old girl feel away,
Hmm.
but going to the extreme of lying and drawing it out when you know it wasn't that's why I'm like, girl, come on now.
But they give you more smoke, right?
They give me
Than
all the
they
smoke.
ever gave Martell, and he was married with 3 children. Even to this day, we can go back to the last
Friend or
scene,
not,
right? To
friend
the
or
last
not.
scene of this episode where Destiny, I feel like, was brought back onto the show. And you sit there and said this girl was trying to become friends with the lady that her husband was sleeping with. Now you tell me that ain't sick.
Exactly. But then um a lot of these people, especially her, she wants the grace but does not give it. Oh, she
No.
wants all the sympathy, you know what I'm saying? They want all the sympathy, but they don't give it. And it's like, I don't give a damn if y'all was friends with this man. This man had a child.
Hmm.
This man had a known mistress come out and be vocal towards Mel, be aggressive towards Mel. And if that was ever your friend, you should have had a lot of smoke for that situation.
Damn right.
You
Yeah, you
should have had a
absolutely
lot of smoke for that situation. I feel like some of y'all giving me smoke and y'all really just became friends with this girl on this show.
right.
That shit
Hmm.
ain't genuine. That shit ain't built up for years and years and years. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like some of those friendships was just built off of we ain't cool with this
That's
person, so
right.
now we cool. Now we
That's
got a
right.
friendship based on, and that ain't gonna never last.
And then some of them trying to check you for marrying Moses because you married now, honey. You is a wife, okay? You is a wife. They
What
trying to check you for marrying Moses, but when they got with they man was married to somebody else,
and
i.e.
then
Kimmy, i.e. Nell.
and hello, and then y'all are rooting for a girl who was sleeping with a man knowing he was in a whole relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm just saying, he said it himself. If you watch his podcast with Dustin, he tells you his side of the story. My husband ain't want to keep repeating himself. He ain't even the type of guy to argue with women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he says, like, listen, from day one, me and her she was a jump off. I was in a relationship. From
What
day
he
one,
said.
they start smashing. It was never no, it was friendship based on them having sex for years and becoming friends through that. Y'all didn't start off as friends, baby. Y'all started off smashing.
Right. That's what he said. I watched his interview. Now I didn't
But
watch all the rest of them, but I
but
watched
y'all
it again.
lives are running around with a chick who has not only done that with a man, but also cheated on her own husband. Get the fuck out of here. The hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. Had to
I'm
have a whole
just
DNA
saying.
test to prove that your husband's child was yours, and they running around acting like she's some Saint Louise or something. I can't understand.
And you know what? I don't go, and this is probably why I don't go off into their personal stuff because I don't care.
Hmm.
I know things, but I don't say things because I don't really care to speak into your marriage and what you got going on because it ain't none of my damn business,
Right.
TV show or not. But the fact that you have so many opinions on mine when some of y'all shouldn't be talking at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Only one
saying. How y'all looking at this
person.
lady when y'all was doing worse than what she doing, and especially that Trisha girl. She act like
Child,
she act like you was gonna steal her Shrek Hawk or something.
not
And
even
she a
joke. I'm
whole
so glad.
married woman with a boyfriend. What the hell?
But it just shows you I'm a logical person, and that's why I kind of took to Shanita when in that on that trip because
Hmm.
I didn't know she did it from a can of paint, but she was just listening to the facts of everybody talking, saying their side, and she was like, "What? That don't make sense." And seeing through some of the BS, and she called Trisha out, and it was just like, How you gonna throw a stone when you got a glass house? And she's like, that ain't the same, girl. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's worse though. Let's
It's
talk about it.
worse.
It's
Yeah,
worse.
because you're married, and I said that. I said, well, who code are you sticking? You talking about girl code? I said, you messing up guy code, baby. That's more important to me
Yeah.
than talking about. I'm keeping girl code, girl code. But I really hope this. I hope they show this scene at that table
Mm.
between me and the group. I really hope they show it because I put something out there that y'all ain't even friends. Y'all ain't
Oh, they're not
even
gonna show that.
friends. I hope they show it because this person that was going so hard, and I'm gonna wait to see what they show, and then I'll speak on it with you. But
Yeah.
I said something and pointed something out at this table, and something was brought out, and it was like, I can't, I just can't. Like I was
That
hoping
girl.
women would be more logical and rational. Yes, um, it was. I could see how I'm not taking away that old girl don't have a right to feel away. I
Hmm.
am not saying she doesn't. But you couldn't pay me $1 million to let a situation like that see me sweat if the shoe was
Hmm.
on the other foot. You couldn't pay me $1 million,
No, not
knowing it was
me
my
either. I
knowing
definitely
it was
wouldn't
my
be doing that. Mm-mm.
what.
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
And one
Sorry.
thing and one thing about it is like she really is bothered. Her soul is bothered by me.
I can
So
tell
like she can't
clearly.
even function normally
Mm-mm.
with
She
me
can't.
in
And when
no.
she said, "Y'all gonna be asking her about having a baby," what girl? What you I can't keep up with that. See,
But
that nigga got too
she really
many
wanted him
issues.
to be, when I was in your chat the other day and I said she really wanted him to be LeBeric, she really wanted that to be her husband. She has loved him for all of that time. Because I mean you had to let a man yo-yo you for 15 years in and out whenever it's convenient. I mean, that got to be love because baby, I don't know what I wouldn't have listen. It ain't a soul
Mm-mm.
out here walking on this green earth
Not in that one.
yo-yo me. And
Mm-mm.
that's just because I hold myself to a different value. And that's like I've seen people say like, "Oh, Sonny may have coerced him to marry." Baby, please, I ain't got to
That
convince no
man
nigga to
wanted to
marry
get
me.
married. You can't
He
make no
spoke
man marry you.
marriage. He spoke marriage into our life from the moment that we started really dating. He was like, "You my wife," and I was just looking like, "Yeah, I wasn't even believing it." To be honest with you, I
Right,
was like,
right.
"You
You
talking?" I
said
heard
he
it in
was
my
talking
heart.
shit to be talking.
Yeah, I was like, "You talking? You a smooth." But the man kept saying it, kept saying it, kept saying it to the day he was just like, "Let's get married," and I'm like, "Let's get married."
Well, and then here
I'm
you
like,
are.
what's the point of waiting?
Right.
Wasting time.
Yeah.
But I just
Captain
really,
said he married you in 90 days. Come on now. He chose. He chose you.
somebody
It
said
ain't
that.
none of that. You had to coerce him. You can't coerce no man to marry you.
What?
Where did
Especially
you
in
get
today's
that from?
society, a young man, a beautiful man, like at this age, where he just like, no, they're not doing that. So somebody, Mary Sanders said, Sonny, was she crying on that clip?
So she really was crying. I think she can make herself cry. Because what was she crying for? What was all that for? She
She
said she
literally,
an actor. That's what she said. She said she is an actor and a
yes,
singer. That's what she said.
she literally, she teared up. And so that's why you honestly see the softer side of me, because I'm just like, listen, I don't want to see, I'm just like, I ain't trying to come here and fight you about my husband,
So
number
she
one. Like,
played on you. She cried so that you would soften up so that she could have her way in that scene. That's what she did. I think she cried because, like I was saying yesterday, I see you being a softer woman. Not meaning you can't handle yourself, but we got soft women and we got rougher women, right? And I feel like you are more like the softer woman. Your appeal is more softer, and I feel like she's crying, and that's what I think she did. Oh,
and you know what?
people say she wants you, Sonny. Ooh, Jesus.
Girl, listen. So like, I'm gonna tell you like this right here, T Talk. What a lot of y'all don't know is I I wasn't always soft. I was rough. Like I've grown up. I've been through those phases where I'm like, that's a side of me I don't want to be. I'm
Mm-hmm.
naturally a softer person, but because of my environment, I had to be a harder person on the outside.
Right.
And it took me years to get out of that because I didn't like that. And so I am a more logical, rational, mature
Mm-hmm.
person at this point in my life. Oh my God, like, come on. You can't stay where you came from. You got to grow out of that. You
Gotta
got to
grow out.
heal. You got to get over
Uh-oh.
the woman I am. I've grown into this woman. Like, I ain't I just did that stuff so long ago. A lot of these things that some of these people I feel like are experiencing on this show are kind of still stuck in. I've been through that like years ago in grade school, high
Mm-hmm.
school. Like, I'm past that.
Yeah, I
So
can relate to
see
that.
them more like soft side of me because it's like, girl, like, what? What we arguing about again? I forgot.
Yes,
I
I
forgot.
forgot. Can you remind me? But while we arguing over my husband, that's the thing. I want you to just keep that in mind. You coming back next season? Did they invite you back next season?
I honestly we won't know. I don't know.
Nobody knows till after reunion airs,
I'll
I
talk a
think.
lot more after this thing is all over.
Yeah,
Okay. Because there's some things I still can't say because we got to see how things are going to play out, what you're
right.
going to see. But once this thing is all over and
Hmm.
the reunion is over, I'm going to tell y'all a lot of the things that I've experienced, I've learned doing this.
Well, I was thankful for you yesterday coming to my channel and speaking on the friendship piece because Mel already had said that, and what they did after that, after Mel came out, and said these people ain't friends anyway. You saw Tisha and Kimmy in the pool licking on each other like they were lollipops, and then you saw Destiny and Tisha going on a 10-hour road trip like they was trying to prove something. I don't know what it was, but
They're
then
friends.
yeah,
I think a lot of this season is people proving that they are the friends that everybody says that they haven't been.
right.
That's my opinion.
That's
I think that's why they're going so hard for old girl. I think that's why they're trying to show that, oh no, we are good friends. Look at we're being good friends to her
mhm,
because
that's what I.
it wasn't shown where it should have been.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think they're friends. I don't see it.
And
I don't. I
think they are friends. Oddly enough, here's the thing. I think they are friends, but the weight of the friendship. However, I do think that they have gotten close enough to where they consider each other friends. Because again, friends definitions vary from people, you know,
yeah.
from each individual to each individual. So they probably consider themselves friends. I don't think that they don't. Um, but I just feel like it is a extra step to show that I am a good friend to this person. Um, because I wasn't a good friend to the person who really got her whole family got destroyed on national TV, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been
And
going
they were
hard for the old girl. Like me personally, there's no way. Even if we wasn't friends, I'm not friends with nobody on the show.
right.
I'm cordial with everyone, and I have a respect and a liking for Mel. Um, I think we have a cordial relationship because we talk outside of the show. But
Hmm.
I would have went hard for anybody in that situation.
Right.
It's like I went hard for Kimmy in her situation. Like
She
I
said
helped
it.
Destiny in her situation. That's who I am. I stand up for what's right and I stand up for what's wrong. And as far as like how they bump their gums at me, I've never been the type to let people's words really affect me. As long as you don't touch me, then you will see a whole different side of me.
Now let me ask you this because you just made me think of it. Stormy told Carlos King that you were Team Destiny, so much so that you were talking about her to Destiny. And so Carlos said, "Well, what did she say? What did she say?" And
Oh,
she said, "You said her nose touched her lips."
I did. But let's talk about the whole conversation because again, anything I said,
Funny. I was
anything
okay.
I
Go
hold
ahead.
on, close my door, sir. Anything I say, I will repeat again. I don't have a problem with saying what I
Child.
said. Let's back up and take the whole conversation because I love a bitch to go and say what somebody else said and leave out everything they.
Right. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, there you go. Go ahead.
Let's
What
talk
were you
about the
saying?
whole context of the conversation and then I'm gonna get off her. This was right after her and Stormy almost had their fight.
Okay.
And so I was coming in because I liked Stormy. Stormy was calling me, and I wasn't even her producer. Stormy would call me every day,
Left that out.
asking me, how do I do? And I would give Stormy genuine advice, just like I was giving Destiny genuine advice.
Mm-hmm.
Stormy just didn't take it the wrong way. And so I was coaching her through the whole thing, and I wasn't even this lady's producer, but I liked Stormy.
Right.
So I came into Destiny's dressing room because I was trying to say, listen, you trying to jump off at Stormy was dumb. This is when Destiny saw it. I feel like she wanted me to become her producer the next season. This was right at the end of the first half. We did the Valentine's Day trip, and I feel like this is when Destiny kind of decided that she wanted me to be her producer because I was just keeping it real with her. I was like, you look like a fool trying to fight this girl for no reason.
Right.
I said, Stormy is cool. I said, in fact, I really think you and Stormy will get along because y'all got the same energy for real. I said, so you're giving misplaced energy to a girl just because you're really mad at Mel. Mm-hmm. I said, I like Stormy. I said, I think Stormy's a good. At the time, I was like, I think her energy is cool. She's a attractive lady. And she got saying, Stormy ugly as hell. That bitch, she looked like Miss Piggy. She was going talking the most shit about Stormy. I said, yeah, her nose do touch her lip a little bit, but she's still cute. That's exactly what the fuck I said. And she was talking so much shit. I said, Stormy ain't ugly. I said, she was like, her nose. I mean, she got this giant guy. I said, it do touch her lip a little bit, but she ain't ugly.
Wow.
I mean, she made it sound like I was dragging her. I was actually probably the reason why I said, you really need to get a girl a chance. She told you none of that, but told her that little piece. That's a fake ass girl. That's so childish. Like, if you're gonna tell the story, child.
But I mean, those touching lips, that's common. I mean, that happens every day. You probably can touch.
So it wasn't like I dragged her. I just said, I just literally said, because she was talking about how ugly she was. I said, she got beautiful hair. I said, she's not no ugly girl. I said, her nose, because she was talking about how big her nose was and how big her lips was, talking shit like Destiny do. And I just said, I mean, her nose do touch her lip a little bit, but she's still pretty.
But she went back and told her that, but she ain't go tell her how ugly she was saying that she was.
Straight beefing at this time. They had almost just got into a fight. Wow. So she had nothing positive to say. I was actually in there speaking towards, they could be friends. I think you need to give her an opportunity to hear her out. That's what I was going in there saying. Because you looking stupid about the fight on TV with your son. Your son's going to see that one day.
Right.
That's what I came in there. And it was other people in there. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to kill this. The beautician, the girls that was doing her hair and makeup, I'm going to see if one of them want to come on her to talk about that situation because she was in the room. Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do sometimes.
And see if she wants to talk about that moment because they both was in the room and they heard everything.
Sometimes you have to
talking a whole heap of shit. Matter of fact, it was before I put her out there. Matter of fact, y'all got me fucked up. What I'm gonna do is what I ain't gotta do is lie about nothing because I'm not scared to address or say anything to anybody about whatever's going on because that ain't that party. I have no reason to lie.
Right.
I have no reason to lie. I said Stormy nose touch her lip, but that was after she called this girl an ugly pig face. Da 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 da. And I'm like, no, she ain't ugly. I said, yeah, her nose do touch her lip a little bit, but she ain't ugly.
Yeah, she wanted to put it all on you, make it sound it was you talking. That's what Destiny
y'all
do.
This is the person y'all befriended. Y'all okay.
Destiny twists the stories all the time. The same way, like I said, she's in that scene talking about some Mel was trying to become friends. Girl, I've been married and divorced, and my husband cheated, and I called the side chick too. I ain't want to be that whole friend though. I didn't want to be that whole friend. I wanted to know what that man was doing behind my damn back, and her ass was glad to tell me.
Baby, so yeah, we do that. Whole high school, it's giving high school. I haven't had these many arguments with a female. Not even in high school, elementary, grade school, 8th grade. I avoided that type of drama. I'm not that girl. But hold on. Let me text this tennis. She blowing me up. I'm on my way, baby. For that girl to sit up there and say, like, that's what I came in the room and said, I'm gonna inbox this young lady. I'm gonna inbox this lady that was in the room because she had a hairstylist. She was in glam, getting ready for an interview. It was 2 other girls in the room. And I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
inbox one of them
There
because one of them still
you
work
go.
with, one of them don't work with them no more. So I'm sure she might not be afraid to come forward. One of them
That's
still
the
kind
one
of
you
work with
need.
them. So
Yeah.
I don't want her to feel like I'm putting her in a messy situation. But y'all finna inbox one and see if she willing to go live about that and recant the conversation.
There you
Because
go.
one thing I ain't got to do is lie. If a Stormy, I get it. That's your friend now, so you gonna believe whatever she say. But people kill me when they leave out the whole other half of the story,
Mm-hmm.
context,
That's what they do.
conversation, and everything. So yeah, I'm finna inbox this other
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
uh go live because what else did Stormy say? I didn't even watch that shit, but what else did Stormy say? So I can.
Just that, she didn't think that Destiny was vengeful towards you. And they basically just think that you were wrong, basically.
They can think that, and that's what I keep saying. You have an opinion about don't move me which way or another. You know what I'm saying? You have your opinion, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I get it. People
Yeah.
have their
But I
opinions.
wouldn't worry about those ladies. They don't have no storylines. So they're going to use you now. They're going to use Mel. They take y'all situations and try to make them a part of their stories. So the fact that they can talk about you and be mad at you, it's just because they don't have nothing else to talk about. They have nothing going on. So unfortunately, your life is more entertaining than theirs.
I don't like when people try to do that. Like, oh, she said, but what did you say? You call this girl a ugly pig face, HOE, all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now this your best. Now this your bestie. I get it. Y'all move past it and handled it however you handled it. But child, don't sit up and try to make it seem like I was just in there
Oh
talking
yeah,
shit.
that's what she
What
said
what
too.
what
Thank
do I
you.
have?
Somebody just reminded me. King of Court. That's my baby. That's my little sis. That's kicking it with Courtney, content creator. She says you keep saying 90 days, 90 days, and then she said 92, 90. It all go with her script. She was saying that you saying that 90 days, y'all was married in 90 days was a whole script.
What kind of script?
She said it was a script that you and Moses came up with.
A script of life?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen,
She trying to
listen,
say
listen,
basically it was a
listen. The
storyline.
timeline for us never changed. Your story has changed. This girl, first she went on the interview and said she broke up with the man 5 months. Then it went to August. Now it's October on the girls' trip. Then she just went on the interview the other day and said it was a year.
Mm-hmm.
The other day she just said we had been broke up.
That's what
But
she
which
said.
one is it? Sis? She keeps saying her story has changed, but one thing ours has not.
Never.
Because the truth is always gonna be what it is. You can't get the truth confused, but a lot you gotta keep changing.
Yeah, you have never changed your story.
A lot gonna
Never.
keep changing because you couldn't keep up with what you said last month or 5 months ago because y'all gotta think we filmed this stuff months and months ago. So you don't forgot what you said because you didn't record yourself. And so now you say something different. And then now you say something different. And I'm gonna say this. Always showing a receipt, but ain't showing not damn receipt.
Ain't show the receipts that she did show. You debunked those. You debunked those. So those receipts ain't no good. Even
What
though
receipt says,
on the
sis?
show,
Because I know what I
Stormy
purchased.
said
I keep
Destiny's
my receipts.
receipts are
I keep
receipts.
I keep receipts, baby, because where yours at? That's why I showed. That's why I went. That's why I went the low and went petty for a minute and showed that phone because it was like on the girl trip. It was like, man, you stop. Um, that's why I showed on the girl trip. It was just like, yeah, October. That's why I showed y'all them bunk ass.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to do
Because I
it.
was like, stop acting like my nigga was on there acting like, baby, I love you, I miss you.
That's what she was doing. That's what she
He
was
was
trying to
giving
do.
you one word responses, ma'am. And
Mm-hmm.
then
And
he
he
would
was
respond,
responding to her though. He was responding
responding
to her.
because you
Yeah.
were reaching. And even when if listen, a nigga could never handle me like that. And I'm gonna have to get hood with you for a minute. A nigga could never handle me like that. I show you a picture of my son and you just say, okay.
That's what he did. And she still was interested.
So
Still was willing to lay on her
you
back.
got me hot when you said that because somebody else said Stormy said I said something, but I didn't actually watch the interview. I don't
Yeah,
be
she did.
watching that shit, to be honest with you. Like after the first couple of weeks that we got on this show and the blogs was getting hot and all that, I don't sit up. I watch y'all stuff probably more than I actually watch the interviews that the cast do because I understand now that a lot of this shit is for TV. You know what I'm saying? And I understand now that they say one thing on TV and then be cool with you in person. So I don't really take that stuff at face value.
Right. Well,
Um,
somebody wants to know why Tisha and Destiny congratulated you when y'all got married, but I don't think she can really. She might could try, but they was being fake to me. Shit.
yeah, I don't know. I want to get this girl though, because I don't like how she tried to make it seem like I was just in there. This girl is fucking delusional, dog. Like,
That's
if that makes it like I was just in there talking. I'm the reason why half the reason why y'all even cool today.
honey. You know what?
I'm
I can let you.
encouraging her to have conversations with this girl and make up because I felt like they was fighting over nothing. Because Stormy
I
was
think I
asking her
got it pulled
questions
up.
about why she didn't get along with Mel no more. She got mad and wanted to fight. See, when you're not emotionally intelligent, you get mad on stuff like that. When people ask you questions, simple questions.
Yeah, that's what they do.
So yeah, I'm gonna let me hit this girl up because let me see if they willing. Because sometimes people don't be willing to come out with stuff because they want
Yeah,
to
sometimes people
save
like to land
face
cut.
and be cool with stuff. I'm gonna see though, because
Sometimes people like to land a cut and they don't want to be, they don't want, I thought I had that video right here.
yeah, she talking about
Oh,
Patricia, you ain't never lied. She said she was using her son to tug on Moses' heartstrings, right? And then she was like, "You may got the hardware, but I got the heartstrings, baby. No, I got the benefits. I got the title. I got the respect. I got what?
you got it all.
Hard,
You got
the
what she
hardware,
you got
the
what she
hardware
wanted,
you wish
and
you
that's her
had,
problem.
the hardware
You
you
got
wish you
what she
had.
wanted, and that's her problem. For real. You got what she wanted, and that's her problem.
Yeah, everything she said is rehearsed. Like she goes, I realized that she practices for television.
Based on the timeline that Sunny presented to her, that Moses allegedly had another girlfriend while he was seeing Destiny. And then Destiny says, so wait, so were you the side chick too? Well, no, I'm the wife. What do you make of all of that?
I couldn't pick it up. There's a lot going on.
This ain't the right point.
I feel like basically what happened was Moses was cheating on Destiny apparently. That may or may not be the reason why they separated. Sunny came along at that time and was talking to him, and she was talking to another woman, and she was cool with that. And some kind of way he started talking to the other woman, and then within 90 days he got married. It's a lot. And then so I do agree with Destiny. Like what they say about you, like why
It says that a black man has the right to date while he's single. What the fuck it say about you?
Man, I ain't even see that one, son. That wasn't in the one I was trying to see.
Because it's like it says that I'm a single woman dating a man that's single, and we both have options because my list is long too, child.
And that wasn't even the one I was trying to show you, but I ain't even know she said it because I didn't watch it.
Because they keep saying, he dated
clip.
other women. So let me ask y'all, have y'all ever really got with a man that was actually ever just single, who didn't have nobody? I haven't. Every man that I pick is the top of the line type of man in terms of a high, he gonna have different women trying to get at him, just like I got different men trying to get at me. The list don't stop.
Mm-hmm. No,
I ain't never been fully just where I met a man and he ain't have nobody. So when I said he was talking to other women, he was dating other women, meaning he was single.
Mm-hmm.
So he had other girls he was talking to, other girls he was dating when I met him. Sure, just like I had other men I was talking to and dating. That doesn't mean I was sleeping with the men. But people
act like they don't understand this thing called dating.
That's what's wrong with people now. I feel like in the black community is that people really don't understand what dating is. They think that you own somebody just because you gave a piece of tail. No, baby, you just gave him a piece of tail. He hasn't given you a title. And that's what women do. They'll be like, oh, we this and we that. He ain't said none of that.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't said you was his woman. He ain't put that claim on you. He just giving what you dish. You get a milk out, he ain't got to buy the cow, sweetie.
They ain't got to do nothing.
So yeah, it's a difference of, he knew it was the difference of a standard when he dealt with me and when he dealt with you, because he said, you know what? I gotta marry this woman. This woman is a wife right here.
He said, I'm gonna marry her in 90 days because I ain't letting nobody else get her.
I know what I got. He said, I'll be a fool. My husband told me, and I'm gonna show y'all some. He said, I'll be a fool to let you get away from me.
I believe you.
What?
I mean, you're a quality woman. Why would he not?
Exactly.
Why would he not?
So when they say stuff like, oh, I mean, what they say about you, it says that he was like, oh no, out of all these women that's tricking and dating and sucking and ducking and doing whatever, this one right here, a real one, and I ain't gonna let a man won't let a real one get away from when y'all get to talking. He'll play with all y'all if y'all allow. They can only do what you allow them to do. Let's be clear.
That's it. That
and
part.
he knew when he was in the presence of a queen, in the presence of a wife, he had to do.
He had to do the right thing. He had to step up.
He knew that this wasn't the side chick that's gonna let me duck and do what I do and do what I do, and she okay, and I can have her when I want her. He knew it wasn't that.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at me, sweetie. Be mad at the game, not the player. Be mad at the game.
Yep. I can't find that clip. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you when I get home so you can see the one.
But it tells you. I hope what it showed you guys is their mindsets is hella immature. Hella. They hella immature. To think that. What does that say about her? It says that I was dating a single man, and I also knew that. See, what a lot of people don't know is I never pressured Moses into the conversations of marriage. What happened was he led with that. My husband led with that. That's how I knew that he was a serious, different kind of man, because he came into my life leading and showing what he wanted. He didn't come into there with a lot of confusion. You know how sometimes you start talking to a man, you kind of got to guess a lot of stuff. You got to be like, oh my God, I don't know if he like me. He ain't calling enough. He ain't speaking. Oh, I don't know. Is he interested in the marriage? Is he interested? I didn't have to do that at all. That man came out the gate like, future, business. I feel we can work together. We can have children together, wife, grow together, build. Like, I literally took his lead with everything. I took his lead with everything. I'm like, okay. Because I learned from dating that when you tell a man everything you want, they play into that. They play, you buy the same thing you get him. They'll play you and drag you along because they done heard everything you want, everything you need, and they're going to play you and get that. But I also learned to listen, to be like, let me see what he on. I ain't going to put all these standards up and all this. I didn't do all that. I said, let me just see what he on. He see who I am. It's in the pudding. I don't got to go and convince you to be a good man to me. I ain't got to go and convince you to be my husband. I'm not doing that.
That's
right. You know your worth. You don't got to do that. Because everybody like, Sonny, look at him as the prize. No, I don't look at him as the prize. I look at him as the lucky one. He's the lucky one.
Yeah.
He's the lucky one because he got me. And he understood that God had put a wife in his life, and he made her a wife because he understood what God had blessed him with.
And now here you sitting pretty, the wife, and let them be mad. You just continue. That's right.
And I'm gonna keep saying it, baby, because yes, it is a badge of honor, and you hoes are just mad because you ain't a good wife. And when you and then when a man did make you a good wife, you cheated. You stepped out. You emasculated him. You talked down to him. You treated him like shit, and he left you hot cake as soon as you push the baby out. That is diabolical for a man to push him like that. You know how much it is for a man to leave his wife. As it is, the statistics show that men really don't leave their wives like that unless it's just the only reason a man will leave his wife, he think his wife is going to damage anything he got or make his life worse.
Well, she out there spreading her legs for other men.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the truth is what the truth is. I ain't making this up. That ain't my story. That's the facts.
And so one time we had asked you about the DNA test. Was Moses one of the pappies who was considered, or he wasn't pappy, but one of the men that was considered, and you said you couldn't talk about it. Is that because that's going to come up on the show?
It's possible that it's going to come out. So that's what I'm saying, like, after this, after the reunion, when I know it's free and clear, because I got in trouble a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Because you was telling too much stuff.
Well, I didn't even tell nothing.
You was threatening.
Trouble because of the Queen Sheba interview. I got in big trouble after that. I got in trouble when I said, hey, leave me alone before I tell your business, basically. I made that one post after months of her talking shit about me every Monday. I made that one post and said that the two things that I did, I got in trouble for. That's why you notice I kind of stopped even really saying stuff and hopping on y'all stuff and doing it because I'm like, I'm getting in trouble.
And
So
you don't know what questions we gonna ask you, so it
yeah,
is.
so when you ask me certain questions, I know you want to know everything, but some stuff I gotta wait until I'm in the clear to really speak on because I literally got deemed in trouble because of those two little things I did.
Wow.
When this mug on here doing stuff every
Anything she want to do, saying and doing anything.
yeah, and I just I mean I literally just made a post saying leave me alone before I tell your business. That got me in trouble. I didn't say nothing. I posted that, and then one thing I will say, you may or may not know, when I posted a picture of Maury, this was the same time I posted that
Oh, I remember.
leave me alone before I tell your business, and I posted a picture of Maury.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I ain't say no words. I just posted a picture of Maury. Well, when I posted that picture of Maury, now her new storyline, and you'll hear this, and I don't give a damn, I'm telling it. Her new storyline is I talked about her son. You talked about my son. You talked about my son. You should never talk about. I said talked about you.
That's not talking about her son. That's talking about her. If you saying that she needed to have a DNA test,
that's her new storyline to run and make everybody feel so sorry that I talked about her son when I didn't talk about her son. You seen the post, didn't you?
yeah.
Did I
And you
say
didn't.
anything about? I said no words. I
No.
just posted a picture of Maury, and that has nothing to do with your child. Has everything to do with you.
That's all
But
you did.
that's her new thing, and that's her new trigger. That's her new what she ran and told everybody. I talked about her son. So okay, I gave y'all something that y'all want to see.
Wow. Yeah, we
Yes,
needed that. Look, we needed that. I'm sure there's some content creators in here that'll put it out because I'm damn sure gonna talk about it this evening. So
yeah, this girl's nuts, man. Like, and then you know what? Honestly, like if she was a different kind of person, maybe I would have offered an apology. But I
mm-hmm.
know she's vengeful, and an apology would be nothing. I felt like I'm gonna say, why would I offer that knowing that this person is a person who's never going to be able to be mature enough to get past this situation?
I mean, even in that scene that we just was talking about, where you guys were talking and you were trying to be logical with her, she didn't want that. She's like, she wanted you to say what she wanted you to say.
It's always what she's out of the situation. Can't y'all see that? I'm just the third
Yeah,
victim of it. It's always what's she's always. It's just two people in this world to me. It's givers and there's takers.
takers. Yep, yep.
And
Anyway, y'all, I got to
it's
get out of here. Security's at my door. They must need some help with one of these kids.
have
So
a good day.
I
But
love everybody. You
have
have
a
a
good
good day.
day. I'm gonna hit
Don't
that
be
girl up.
stressed.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you off.
Okay. All right, y'all. Peace.
Have a good day. But
All right, you too, Sonny.
I'm going to ask old girl though that was in that room with the stormy thing. Since people want to lie, act like it was, or leave half the story out, and get her on this. I just inboxed her like, girl. But no, some people are takers and some people are givers. I am. I'm a giver, but I also have learned to be attentive and pay attention to takers and not let them take too much. You can only take what I allow and what I give. But I'm not gonna give you everything. And I just really thank God I never shared nothing personal. Oh my God. Could you imagine if I thought we were friends? What that would have really looked like? If I thought that we were friends and I told her anything about my life, that it would be all on YouTube right now, just because you're mad and the situation is what it is. Oh my God. But that's called wisdom, baby. I know better. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I know better. I have wisdom and I have seen enough life and lived enough life to know peep shit before it even get to where it hit the fan. And I peeped that shit. I peeped her shit from day one. I peeped her shit from day one, baby. I'm from St. Louis. I peeped that shit from a mile away. I see a con artist coming. I see like a scandalous chick. I see a fake ass whatever from a mile away. And when it came to that, I saw that if you are quick to throw your real friend that you've known for years, who has financially invested in you, who y'all been in the same house, broke bread, been around your kids, babysit your kids, your real friend, and you know me as a month as your producer, you telling me all this girl business that you know. What the do I look like thinking you a friend? What the do I look like thinking that you could be a friend to me? Child, that's what you call a fool. And God said, I ain't trying to be no fool. So yeah, that girl was trying to send me everybody's phone number she could that could blackball Mel. That could tell me Mel's bones she clearing. Yeah, went out her way. Introduced me to people I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? To talk about Mel. Real talk. No lies. I can call the ladies. Like, hey, did we have a conversation? What was the conversation about? Who gave me your number? Who were you associated with? Who events where you came to that you were escorted out of because you came to shit on Mel? I don't know people in Huntsville outside of this show and people I met on my own. So why in the hell would I think somebody is a friend to me that is doing? I don't know people in Huntsville outside of this show and people I met on my own. So why in the hell would I think somebody is a friend to me that is doing